because we in juma na wanye sisi ya, we may end up spending precious time doing a fishing expedition.
Okay.
Because sisi ya yemfa say 10 days to act to save lives and properties. Now we could use 5 days. So they kwa shisha why na anya na adwuma sisi ya. You end up say we compound it or
no mo.
For me, mesra o man no, especially the two political parties. Let us focus on solutions now. Institutions are home. There was some kudi nijuma, any dear only nijuma no. I always relate some of these things to the structure of auditing.
Yeah.
Yenya auditing time wa yete ho. We audit past events.
Yeah.
So at the appropriate time, we should not put this under the banner, right? At the appropriate time wa ye nuanom ho ato wo mo a omo ne nyina betumi relate amomo kura tumi share omo experience no. Immediately we should kickstart investigations and look at how we will stem out any future occurrence. That is my preoccupation now. Because when something different is happening now. Yete wono obeko yesusu ane ye konkurase no. Na na mo se ye friends should be bampro. Bampronsio no. Very heavy, but once or twice be. And normally it happens in October.
Yeah.
But say late September, early October no. And a year called what we used to experience in June, July.
Yeah.
Heavy rains, a banswa, a bar, a torture. Ordinarily, enka no. Senka same way is here. Nanka onim baby asem no. Na onim baby asem no. Nanka yen crying.
Sure.
And I'm a boy. But as we are talking now, in Suato bebrebe nyine, I say Greater Accra is some way somehow dead silent now. And it has shifted to the eastern corridors. I feel that the timing, the Bagre dime omu release here no. We say normally Bagre dime krano, yana omu bie in an anticipation of May and June rains. So Sam red yana e form wo kakra. Into omu bie no krano yensuo nyina na ekɔ form awewe. Into ombe bie spillage na eba no. Because of the sizes of yensuo, it was able to accommodate it as and when they spill it. But problem is a double jeopardy. Whilst we are experiencing heavy rains, it is at the same time almost so spilling almost.
Yeah, that is the problem. So not directly because of insuto, but because of two spillages, air coso and it's at the
same time. Yeah. And we are only looking at how the people has been affected. I am feeling for businessmen who have also lost their businesses. I tell you, Kofi, so why you juma lusu juma da? Why you may think about hanging yourself.
Oh sure.
Oh yes. And some of us, we've gone through such experiences before. So we share a juma was spend a lifetime fortunes. We invest in and all of a sudden,
especially this spa.
I tell you, now I feel for him.
Yes,
I feel for him. It's gone. And I am to say there has been some thinking along the line. Say some funds are going to be established, and I know say CVR Rekrano, as at presently they have established at 10 million cities something. I think Isha, as a nation, if for once we have to break a bank. Sasa omo mo enclave ho no. Ye betumi bring omo back to life. Enu ni hiame. But ye ko enimu no. Nana no mo ho. yɛne ayɛ busuafo ɔmote hɔ businesses a ɔmo hɔ no ɛduru baabi a yɛnka nkyerɛ ho sɛ adabraka, because when you read about the creation of Akosombo Dam and in the enclaves now, I think that even some 50 years ago, now human habitation no,
the encroachment and so too much.
Minumi ne asase. Asase ne why dia? Why dia? Na say what is na to be afede.
Yeah.
Kasa se or pass asase kra dia ye adwuma bi e wo Volta region ehemfo no mfama no. So it means that sa asase na nkrofo occupy na you be dia. Me, I am looking at it from this post rescue mission. No? When we get there, assassin you be there. Meanwhile, somebody also spent a lifetime savings to go and buy assassin in this area. Right? You see, somebody doesn't care about you, your safety, your security. On the was say, what are we so better? Now, once I will bring more journey would see repair. Enye sika no obi ekum wo twon do akọ slaughterhouse na won so waka won sa aguachi won kikire won sa o waka won sa aguachi na o ma na lead you to slaughterhouse. Then it comes to other institutions are for over so many years ye dey sika tua omoka, making sure say when we are all asleep they should watch over the areas for us, planning officers and district assemblies and what not. Over the years, what has been their contribution, their output so far? Output so far. Enra, me te say na enuamu bi say, couldn't we have built a different dam to say ebianka this village between? You see, everything you do, you also have to look at the economics of it. Sadie we say, I'm sure we say, Kofi, I'm say, me won't be that.
Oh yeah, also for the last 60 years.
Last time.
Yeah, and yeah,
me
good.
Me won't be that.
And yes,
so imagine, say even 1963, we have thought of say you build a reservoir. Reservoir to what magnitude? Me part also what you. And could we have also envisaged 60 years later we will come here into reservoir and kabe building kesi and ask what size and for all these years said the name there has been some spillages. That spillages in who say it is not enough to even build a reservoir because it to me even time where Bagre Dam crash spillages, and most of them who both say is see the southern part of the upper west not that I travel up a portion of northern region to the eastern corridor through OT region Bono area right. So for me, it drew say I will be here to meet Renajane and build a reservoir building to say a bit evacuate how many tonnage of water. Millions tonnage, 300 million tonnage, or how much? For me, it is easier said than done. We didn't anticipate this, but as we are going, whilst we are thinking about saying build a reservoir, we should also tell our people. So looking at the topography of the area, these areas are low-lying lands. Kofi, ya mo mu say what to nsuo no oti so. Enti dia ba de e na obeya ma obi a akwa hye nsuo asese. O pese okwa akoboa ne se nsuo mfa no. Ono nsuo no wosoro e no no te fom. And mostly that area you see Nyankopon sebi Nyankopon he's the best scientist so far. Yenya no wiase. On sa area no enclave is proper hona mo pa dua mo opemu a. Because nsuo tata ho anke ntumi nua mo. Nsuo tata ho anke ntumi nua mo. But obehwe because of human activity over the years, even area na nko say holding area no. Ya encroach. Entinke sua nka ordinarily e was a tar baby no. ya narrow space na also no de ye na ade no enti ho ye occupy da e wo say o release no na oko enti o mo nka ho nyina no na bia kwa akofa o mo. For me, President Eko, he spoke, he talked over so many times, but I think our emphasis is being on that 20 seconds as I'm not kind. And we are measuring on minors. You see, let me tell you. You see, say ope the ordin once na be fia. E do dia hweje no bae na. What else you? Na say waba na se mensoma fa ebia yi tomago. Na me di kum once na be fia. Obusam sa din tram yikum omo. So, is it appropriate for we to have also even started say President na busuafo akwa America yan to abama no nti ena wakotena ho enke homo mo to abama no enke wako Kofi, what was the propriety of this statement? I mean, as you say. So for me yakwa so ukwa akotena ho no akwa asabsem now behaving as a shepherd who cares about his sheep no, you don't care about your people because all the time the shepherd to go on for no o prove no who say as the all bo nwan no ban o mo aduane di o de o mo kwa akoda o mo nsuo emra odwan na dwene behu se oguanhofo no mpena asem no na na duru mayanka. And these are some of the things we politicians we do. Instead say be calling for institutions say this is what is happening no, we were blaming the president who is in America just because say yentu abama no nti hwesa asem wo be kai I think last 2 years or last year, it forced Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh to aggressively respond to Honorable Abla Jifa Gomasi. Ubeka say Keta ho ABC. She came and no because Ashanti regional and NPP government etumrika akwakoye. So sometimes whilst we are calling for the rotten fish to behave or the cat to behave, we should also call on the rotten fish to behave.
Okay.
So for me, if we call say enka president kra anka anka so why do we start it at all? And somebody will say we are president inti or come. You see, sometimes you need to respond to certain propaganda because one way an innocent mind on part of these political games we play. Feeding say, oh, any ampa. But the president made emphatical statements. Say he's there for Ghanaians. But the castle we beka say yen tuaba manutra and yes and kabakran ko omao. Me patch what I say. But the emphasis was on what we had, like the Queen Mother of that area said. Even to a sense of Kofi, the Queen Mother was blaming the media. Say media no mo asema hu here and amafa and amatu ogum. President so ba wa kan sem bebrebe sika ye twa ye de ba beboa farmers 40 million Ghana cedis. Ye de beboa omo lusu omo farms. Ye betumi apaja omo obi on properties. I say ye betumi do omo bring camera. Me say dem sika Kofi. Let me tell you. Even if asem we say president kokan it's a political party be at the campaign etia president or NPP I careless. My interest in say the good people of Ghana who have been so devastatingly affected, how can we bring them back? Even if we bring them back now almost because say asema president beka yintino we will lead you to slaughterhouse, so be it, no problem.
Okay.
But for me, media, microphone, life and properties, a woman. Over Usha, the Epic Center has become these two constituencies, Central and North Tongue.
Yeah.
I'm say South no dear a kakra. I will quap la hormone dear a kakra. But the tom hormone me pay money with. I'm say a serious. So the last thing whoever is watching this will have to do
is to do politics.
Politics with it.
Thank you very much. Francis,